Hello, good evening. Welcome to our series on most popular apps in China. So today we'll specifically focus on this one company called Tencent. This is probably already a well-known company to a lot of you, even though this is still mostly a Chinese company by now. So, however, this company is so big that we're just going to mostly focus on the gaming business that they have. And in one or two future episodes, I will definitely cover their core business, which is also how they started with social media and messaging. So today we'll mostly talk about how Tencent built or acquired its most popular games assets. So I divide it into probably three categories. First one would be games that Tencent and its subsidiary studios build themselves. Second category would be basically companies, whether it's in China or international, that Tencent has a major sharing, which means they have control of. And third would be their partners in the gaming industry. Tencent just buy like 10% of their shares, so they have this very stable relationship with these companies. So in the first category, there's this one major game which is called The Honor of Kings, or in international market, I think they brand it as Arena of Valor. The reason that they did two different versions is because a lot of the characters in the Chinese version are modeled after certain, like Chinese characters in like novels or comics that if you just move it directly across the border, I think there'll be a huge chain of copyright issues. So they decided to just create the international version. So Honor of Kings, this game, they basically started building it, I believe, in the early 2015. I released that time. This game was heavily inspired by the popular mobile game, which is called League of Legends. But obviously, Tencent, they want to do a mobile version of League of Legends. I believe I read that they actually originally approached Riot Games, which is the studio behind League of Legends, and try to just get the license to make a mobile version of League of Legends. However, that didn't quite work out at that time, so they decided to just create their own IPs, or just borrow IPs from other Chinese companies to make this mobile game. So mobile, for those of you who are not quite familiar with gaming industry, basically means like multiplayer online battle arena. So it's kind of like usually 5 versus 5, like a basketball type, but instead it's more like a role play game. So you have different roles, and you basically attack each other, or it's basically Honor of Kings and many other smaller games that they developed in their own studio. And the second category is those game companies that Tencent just directly acquired. So they usually either own like 100% of the shares of that company, or a huge amount, like in a high double digits. So some interesting examples here. First of all, the company I just mentioned, Riot Games. So they are based in United States and are the creator of this game called League of Legends, which is heavily inspired by a game called Dota, which is a mod of Warcraft 3 by Activision Blizzard. So you see there's like a very long chain of like inspiration, or some people might argue it's just like you're trying to copy each other. So for Tencent basically acquired this company by 2015. So now they own like 100% of the most popular desktop version of the mobile game in the world. And similarly, they also own like 40% of Epic Games. So they're the largest stakeholder of that company. And Epic Games, if you are not familiar, they are the creator of Fortnite, which is probably the most popular first-person shooting battle royale game on all platforms. And they are also the creator of the Unreal Engine, which is what a lot of companies use to create their own AAA games if they don't have their own in-house version of game engine. So you can see that Tencent, besides their own games, they basically have control of the most popular mobile game and the most popular first-person shooting game. And then the last category would just be a series of big name game studios that they have collaboration with. And by collaboration, it means they either help them develop the mobile version of their desktop games, or they just control a minor share of the company. So list includes like Kakao in South Korea, and then Bluehole Studio, which is the maker of PUBG. So Tencent actually made the mobile version of PUBG, which is now probably the most popular mobile shooting game, one of the most popular ones. And you also have names like Activision, Blizzard, and Ubisoft. So yeah, that's pretty much the summary of the gaming business of Tencent. And I will definitely do some follow-up episodes on how Tencent started this gaming business and how they basically explored all branches of the entertainment industry. And we can also do an origin episode where we'll talk about how Tencent built its two most popular products, Tencent QQ and WeChat. These are like messaging and social media platforms. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll try to put some of the links in the show notes later. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or direct message me on Calling or Twitter. Thank you.